On to race number 3 then. 1650 is the trip for the third on the programme. It's a Class 2 contest as well. 9 go to post. Headed by Calculation, who roll forward from barrier 3, a course and distance winner last season. Beauty Prince has got pace off the inside gate as well. King Genki up in class, a last start course and distance winner, of course, in Class 3 company there. Winning Faith, all weather for the first time for him. Glorious Artist, 1 from 1 course and distance, and holds the track record over the 1800 metres as well. And Sunny Win was a course and distance winner in March. He'll roll forward from barrier number 7. Now, Calculation has been up at Chung Fa. Came back on the 11th of October initially, and then went back up for another week, returning on the 26th. He's had a run in between then as well. All right, made our way across the touchscreen to have a look at this one, Brett. Really good one, the Class 2. As far as the speed is concerned, well, it's seen there's plenty of it with Beauty Prince, Sunny Win, Glorious Artist and Calculation as well.
There could be a little bit of a drive through that first bend, no doubt about it, Andrew, with Beauty Prince showing surprisingly good speed first up over 1200 to be right up on the pace. We know Sunny Win has done a lot of his best racing being prominent. He was able to lead a trial recently. You wonder whether he might try and even push the issue if he steps away faultlessly. Beauty Spirit's a chance of rolling forward too, but I think he'll get posted with Glorious Artist pretty keen to hold a spot on the back of the pace along with Calculation. If those two end up in those spots, the 8 and the 1, they're going to be pretty hard to beat. The query runner is King Genki. At his best, he'd clearly find the front. He may even continue on as they search into the back and just keep rolling at the leaders, because when he gets to the front, he is a difficult horse to get past. But based on his first up run, he's going to have his running shoes on early, because he wasn't able to match them through the first 100 metres. All right, what have you got as far as track work's concerned, Paul?
Well, a horse that we know likes his surfaces Calculation. He comes in here with the top weight. A couple of even sectionals for him as he comes down. He's second up, but we ran second behind Ugly Warrior fresh up, and he's taken no harm from that. And he's going nice enough, as you can see here, as Calculation. And both these are two rivals of the race and stable mates as well. People's Night, another one who really enjoys the surface, and Beauty Prince, who's got the benefit of the claim. So thought we'd show these two working together. And here is King Genki. Look, he used to pull really badly in the mornings. He still does it to a degree, but not as bad as he used to. So maybe he's learning a bit as far as that's concerned as well. So it'll be interesting to see where he does end up in the run, King Genki.
All right, King Genki up in class. That's where we'll start in actual fact, looking back on that last start win. This is in Class 3 company. He carried £123 to victory. He's now got £122 in Class 2. Yeah, so it's sort of not really much of an advantage for him, I would have thought. The query to this race was, or the key to this race was, him finding the lead for me, but he actually couldn't muster, as I mentioned in the speed map, and had to sit in behind, and then was able to grind over the top of Tang Fleming and cut him down final stride. I think if he's running 4th or 5th when they corner in, and he has to try and run down horses like Calculation and Glorious Artist, I think he might struggle when he gets into this grade.
Yeah, I agree, Brett. I put him in for 4th on the line, because he does really like the surface, but I think there's some really nice animals in this race, so...
If he happens to ping the gates and be in a going mood early and find the front, then he's a better chance.
Here's one on the class, yeah.
All right, OK, that's King Genki. What about Calculation here and Beauty Prince finishing behind one of the best all-weather horses we've got in Ugly Warrior? And Calculation was giving him £9 here as well. Yeah,
he's a nice horse on the turf, Calculation, but a better horse on the all-weather, I feel. He's had the 1 win, 4 seconds from 5 starts, and I think the 1650 suits him better than the 1200. Despite the 132 against Glorious Artist's 119, I think he's the testing material for all of them.
Yeah, look, he's going to run well. He really likes the surface. He's had 5 goes on it, and he's worse he's run as a second. So, you know, he's a must for numbers.
All right, OK, that's Calculation in the calculations. Let's hear from Responsibly, though, about Glorious Artist unbeaten on the surface.
Glorious Artist getting back onto the all-weather, how much of a difference will that make, do you think?
I wish a lot, because, you know, he's a kind of horse, and he loves the surface. He wants twice, so last time at the Valley, he runs a pretty honest race, but, you know, he deserves a run.
How much more is there to come from him fitness-wise after that first up run going into this second up?
Well, I didn't jump on him. I mean, like, I saw his track work. He looks pretty good, in good condition. The horse, he looks quite good. On his trial, in the last trial, he was very honest. He's a horse then in the morning, he showed a little bit himself. So he loved the surface, like I say, so he got a nice draw. Go ahead with this.
All right, it's Glorious Artists. Again, another one that's got to be in the calculations just with the 9 runners, but Sunny Win probably falls into that category as well as we have a look at his trial win on speed.
Yep, and if he can zip across from barrier 7, find the front, he will give them something to catch. He was able to lead all the way in Class 3 back in December of 2017. That was his last win. He ran a solid time on that occasion. This work you can see here, 1974 for a 1,200 metre trial. That's moving. They don't often break 110. So he looks in good fettle.
He does look. He looks really well. The only little thing with him is when he has one of his races, he had uncontested leads. And I think Beauty Prince might just sort of make it a bit harder for him.
Yeah, he's never won in the class either, but he's only had 2 tries.
All right, OK, so 9 to go around. Calculations favourites. Paul, what are you with?
Oh, I'm going to go with this Glorious Artist. He's unbeaten on the surface. He's already had a run to set him up for this race. And with the 119 pounds versus 132, that was what put me in Glorious Artist's favour. Winning Faith, now he's won trials on the all-weather before, and he did hit the line strongly, really nicely behind Glorious Artist. It caught the eye at Sha Tin last time. I made him a horse to follow that race, so I think he might play a bit of odds. He's double figures at the moment. Calculations obviously very consistent, tough to beat, and King Genki just has to, you know, he's up in grade and he's just not sure where he's going to be in the run after that last start. So 8, 5, 1 and 4, but Exotics could be the way to go here, 1, 5 and 8.
Same 4 numbers and a very similar order. I actually think Calculation's clearly the horse to beat, but he's got the 132. He's the highest rated horse for a reason. The 2's got a £7 claim. People's Night carries Saddlecloth 3. He's only rated 86, so he's got a lot of weight to carry here, Calculation, against most of the opposition. Glorious Artist for that reason gets the nod because I think he's still got improvement. He's unbeaten, holds a track record over the slightly longer distance. Maybe it's a good cue, that 8 and 1. Winning Faith is an interesting runner, no doubt, as Paul's highlighted, and King Genki as well. But I've gone 8 to beat 1, but the 1's the horse to beat.
Yeah, 1 to beat 8 for me. We've all got 1, 5 and 8 in. Swap the King Genki for Beauty Prince. Otherwise, pretty similar there in the third. First leg of the 6-up. Up next for us, though, is the first leg of the TT.